3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Cleveland.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Great. Check 50. Check 50.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, check. Mike Ford, Tokyo. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. That's going to be caught. Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Mike 50. Defense, let's go. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Mike's 50.
Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
44-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. Oh, that was dangerous.
Bridgewater's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
42's the mic, 42's the mic.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on second and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
25, check 25, check 25. Check, go back. We got motion, back up.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. 74. Mike's 50.
Here we go.
Mike's 50. Too little, cupcake. Mike's 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm 5'9". Mike's 50.
Check pass.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
Bosa's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
36.
They run. Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's go, D. Let's find 7. Long day offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz and finding the tight end Hooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Austin Hooper. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
52. Switch.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
Bridgewater to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Alert flare, alert flare, flare. Shit.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
50, Mike 50. Man 5-7. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Spins away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
29-yard line.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a
great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 4, check 4. Mike, check 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
For the running back.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I'm going to come back to you.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Still on his feet. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Check 33, 33, go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Nick Chubb, the
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Mike, check 33, 33. Yeah, we don't want none.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Browns 27, Panthers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
1st down, Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw, Bridgewater.
At the
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Four down.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 27, Panthers 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Check 26, check 26, check 3, check 3.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Go, Mike.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Defense wins championship.
Bridgewater now from the 50. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
49-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Get wild, man. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. All day.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Go Delta.
They'll look to throw.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check, 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 check.
Mike 51.
Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Bang, bang, bang.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Bridgewater. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. It's been a long day for you. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Come off the ball hard. 58.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Today's final score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Carolina, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.